YouTube, what's going on? This video, I wanted to bring you a quick video as I interrupted my work blog to record this. But essentially, it's on the dangers of sex, the dangers of coitus, the dangers of casual sex. And we already know that there are certain dangers in terms of the physical dangers, so you could catch an STD, or the physical consequences, pregnancy, things along those lines. But there are spiritual repercussions to engaging in sex, especially casual sex, which is why I don't recommend it. Again, I can only recommend it because I've lived it. You never want a virgin to tell you about why you shouldn't have sex. It doesn't really make much sense. The industry started. But basically, sex is an energy exchange. So I've seen the acronym SEX, Sacred Energy Exchange. It's an energy exchange. So if you have high energy and you fornicate or you have sex with someone who has lower energy, there's a balance, there's a trade-off happening. So if you have higher energy and you have sex with someone with lower, it's going to bring your energy down. So this is why you have to be very careful who you're having sex with. And if you're having sex with a random woman at the club, a random girl you met at the beach, wherever it is, like, you don't know what her base energy levels are saying, because everyone can fake energy. Someone could be like, yeah, I'm so excited and super excited. There's people like this. When they're around people, they're super upbeat, they're super energized, but when they're by themselves, first of all, they can't be by themselves, but when they're by themselves, they're just sunk. They fall into the sunken place, and their energy is just a complete lie. Those are what we call energy vampires, people who feed off the energy of others. So you need to be very, very careful. You don't actually know who someone is. I read in a book once, it says it takes 7 years to fully, intimately know someone. So if you can't observe someone every day for a period of time, then you have no idea what their base energy levels are, and you never know what someone's going through behind closed doors. So you need to be careful who you're actually laying down next to, because you don't know how that's going to impact you on an energy basis. So there's so many ways you can use sex from a dangerously to others as well. Like, if I harbor hate within my heart and I harbor resentment, I'm going through all this pain, and then I'm smiling and I meet with this girl and I fornicate with her, I am giving her that hatred, I'm giving her that energy, I'm giving her that oh my goodness. So, and I'm not proud of this, but I've tried and tested this. Like, I'm harboring different feelings in my heart, I'm harboring different feelings in my thoughts, and I'm having sex with a woman. She can easily get disease, and I'm not talking about STDs. Like, I've had sex before with the wrong person, and I developed physical scars on my body just from that poor encounter. So, and I also want to talk about spiritual body count whilst I'm on this topic, because body count, I know in the modern generation, it's such a, hey, what's your body count, this, that, or her body count's too high, his body count's too high, whatever it is. But especially for the woman who's a weaker vessel when it comes to sexual contact, and she's receiving energies, you have to be more careful. So if I sleep with a woman who has a body count of, let's just say 100, she has a body count of 100, that's not her true body count. Her true body count is the accumulation of all the people. So you need to see things as a cesspool. So if she slept with 100 men, those 100 men, that's not the only woman she slept with. Let's say those 100 men have also slept with 100 men. So now it's multiplied. That's 1,000 people in the sex cesspool. So that's why, especially me as a traveler, I might go to this country, and if I have sex, like, for example, I had sex with a woman when I was in Trinidad, and by me having sex with her, I'm connected now, through her, I'm connected to all these other men that I've never met in Trinidad, or all these other men that she has had sex with, because she wasn't a virgin. So that is the idea of spiritual body count. And that's why you have to be careful, because it's easily, especially when you see prostitutes, easily they could have slept with over 1,000 men. It can be very, very dangerous for you as a man, especially. Even as a man, it can be very dangerous for you, but it's more dangerous for a woman. Like, if a man has 1,000 bodies and he has sex with a virgin, she's getting all of that energy. She's getting all of his experiences. She's getting everything. It's going to be too much for her, especially if he's not pure and he's not spiritually cleaned himself, if he hasn't purified himself properly. So it can be very, 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 very dangerous from that perspective. I have a neighbor that's some workmen moving in, or just preying, man. So yeah, super, super, super careful. If you harbor and hate, like, this is why, if you're not coming from a flow of love in your relationship or with your partner, I recommend not having any intercourse whatsoever until that has been sorted out. Because and if you're not on the same energy level, like, for example, if you're an early bird and she's a late night owl, for example, and then you fornicate, that's going to mess with your balance, unless you are a master of energy, which takes a lot of time to master, of course. You just got to be super careful with this. there's so many spiritually dangerous things with fornication. Obviously, casual sex just gets worse. The cesspool just keeps getting larger and larger and larger and larger. So ask yourself, doesn't matter what your body count is, if you're not a virgin, your body count is going to be a lot more than what you think it is, because you don't know the body counts of everybody you've slept with and everybody they slept with. And I've seen this time and time again. So I had a girlfriend, I was with my girlfriend, it was me and her only having sex with each other. And then we had a period where we broke up. And when we broke up, obviously I asked, blah, 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 but women lie. She's not going to tell me exactly the amount of men she slept with. I knew she had slept with other men. Came back, it wasn't the same. Like, the sex wasn't the same. It's like I could feel a difference. And this is how you can tell if someone has cheated on you. If you're spiritually aware, you can always tell, because you're just going to feel a shift. You're going to feel different. So a woman is never the same after she's received men after you. Okay, if she's not a virgin, she's already received men. But once you're together, it's just you two. But if you then go on a break and she received other men, it's not going to be the same. Whether you're using protect sex or not, it's not going to be the same. It's just, everything is spiritual. So yeah, man, that's the message today. I'm going to go back to work. Let's get it.